Welcome to Star Citizen, and today I've made a beautiful combo. I've taken my Drake Bucaneer, a beautiful little fast ship, and filled it up with distortion weapons and a big boy cannon on the top. What I have going here is quite special. It's a disabling combo. The cannon on the top is C788, and the four weapons I have attached to the hull are the distortion weapons. And the deal is, all of these will actually hurt my opponent's components. So let's see what we can do with this. With the loadout I've made, it shouldn't take me too long to disable any of these ships. Any of the light fighters, heavy fighters, even some of these cargo ships that are in the medium size. I may have trouble with bigger ships because I may not have enough ammunition to actually knock them out. But what I really like about having this cannon is not blowing away its components, its quantum drives, its shields and so, but instead blowing away opponent's weapons. Against light fighters it might not work because the weapons usually don't have too much more health than the ship itself, so they both go down pretty much around the same time. But against something bigger, and landing those shots close to the weapons can disable them. Now of course it's not as black and white. The weapons have their health as well, so it all depends on what kind of weapons we're dealing with. Some have more, some have less. There is a tremendous amount of information about each weapon that you can have, each different size of weapon that you can have, each different class of weapon that you can have, their perks, their strengths, their weaknesses. And just some of these weapons like this C788 are special in a way. Now there aren't any kind of smaller cannons like this. You can try ballistic weapons to disable opponents' certain parts, certain wings or something, but you cannot really cause this kind of splash damage with any smaller weapon than this. I usually don't go after this type of cannon, or at least this type of combo, because I want results. I mean, the splash damage is all well and good, but I kinda want some of those laser weapons or any kind of weapons that recuperate their ammo and don't have limited amount of them. That is because when I'm doing something, I don't want to return the moment I run out of ammo. Maybe the moment I run out of fuel. Perhaps I just want to do something like maybe half an hour or an hour straight, so this ammo kind of runs out in 15 minutes. But if you do want to be annoying towards other players or just want to have some fun, I would suggest this cannon. If you manage to take somebody out, they'll be really pissed that it cannot do anything. Personally, if I can disable, let's say, someone else's weapons, some other player's weapons, well, it's gonna be really frustrating for them. And that is kind of the reason I also put this on a Drake Buccaneer. Because I know I can outrun most other light fighters if I should have the need for it, and I can engage on my terms. Now, it doesn't mean I will hit my shots, but I guess it takes around 10 to 20 direct hits depending on what you're fighting against. And a good plus side for this weapon as well is blowing off certain parts of your opponent's ships, like the wings, thrusters, anything beautiful. That is why this cannon is beautiful in a way, that is why it is awesome in a way. Now, it's not great when fighting against other players, of course. If they know what they're doing, you're probably going to be missing a lot, considering there is a huge period between shots. But if you manage to land a couple on your terms in your preferred engagements, perhaps even against a bigger ship, well, they are gonna be annoyed that their things are not working properly. I really regret not using this weapon when it came out. I think it was a while ago now. And if I remember correctly, it was really overpowered. It didn't take as many shots to disable opponent ships, and I think it was this weapon. I'm not 100% sure. I also remember there being some laser repeater or laser cannon that had the same effect, but I think that was a bug and it probably was fixed. This is one of those beautiful size force that you might want to add to your ship just to have some fun with it. And yeah, I usually like having it on the Buccaneer. Anyway, thanks for watching.